Did y'all watch Mortal Kombat? I think I watched it last week. I think it took me a week later. Sorry, it took me a week later to actually review this movie. And I saw the trailer. I had high hopes that it would surpass the original Mortal Kombat film back in the 90s. I was wrong about that. I was so wrong. The visual effects was good. I like the visual effects, but the visual effects cannot carry the movie of this magnitude, especially if it's like rooted in our childhood or teen years. All right, like me. Or wait a minute, I first played Mortal Kombat. So for the Sega Genesis was the better of the Mortal Kombat game because when it came out for the Super Nintendo, it was like half baked. It was half assed like a motherfucker. It was the edited version because it was Nintendo. But I think I was like 9, 10. I don't know. Anyway, okay. I'm just gonna explain the things that I didn't like about the Mortal Kombat movie that came out last week on HBO Max, and it came out in theaters, which you have to be brave motherfucker to go to theaters now. I still, even though everybody's vaccinated, mostly everybody's vaccinated, nah, just stay your ass home. Watch it on HBO Max. Anyway, should have wrote down some bullet points on this though, but let me see here. Sub-Zero, they fucked up his character. They made him a bad guy. So, when you play the games or if you watch the animated series of Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero is not really a bad guy. He's the Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei. And no, he did not kill Scorpion's family. No, that was Quan Chi. Quan Chi manipulated Scorpion to do his bidding, having him think that Sub-Zero killed his family, his wife and child. But it was basically Quan Chi was the bad guy in that whole dynamic. In this movie, they made Sub-Zero out to be this asshole that, you know, killing babies and wives and shit, and it didn't go well. Lin Kuei, I said that weird. Lin Kuei, whatever. It's like a non-violent sect that will be violent if you provoke them. Alright? Lin Kuei, his clan, even Sub-Zero himself, is not really a villain. You know? The only thing that was good about the Mortal Kombat movie was Kano. Even though it's split because yes, he had the most charisma out the film. You know, everything that he did, the actor portrayed Kano, everything that Kano said, it was like, it made me laugh. I was like, oh wow, he's like this asshole, but he's funny. But after a while, he became annoying. What's his name? Liu Kang and Quan Chi. I just said, what's that fucker's name with the hat? Lee Cray? Quan Chi? No, that's the bad guy that I just mentioned. Fuck it. His cousin. Liu Kang and his cousin. The fucking intros when they came, it was Sonya, it was Jax, and it was that new guy. Let me talk to him. Who is this fucker? I don't know him. I don't know his name. Hold on. I got my phone. I screenshotted the cast shit of the movie, and I didn't recognize none of them actors. I swear, they was busting no names. I guess it was cheaper. They got a bunch of no-name actors. Cole Young. Hold on. What's his name again? Liu Kang's cousin. Kung Lao. There it is. But they've talked about fucking Cole Young. Who is this nigga? This nigga do not exist in Mortal Kombat. They made out he is the great grandson, great grandson of Scorpion, and he's trying to preserve his legacy or whatever, or maybe this fucking the prophecy of his legacy will exist through Cole Young. Shit was trash. Anyway, okay, again to Liu Kang and was Kung Pao Chicken. Kung Pao Chicken. Excuse me, Kung Lao. When they did that opium, what the fuck? When they did their opening monologues of how we saw Kung Lao and what's the fucker's name again? Kung Lao and Liu Kang. That shit was overacted and it was cheesy. I am Liu Kang. The darkness within me was like, what the fuck? I eat watermelon and shrimp fried rice all the time. I was like, it was so dry and overacted. You know, the initial opening monologue of how they introduced themselves was like, what, damn, shit, what the fuck? Like, I am Quan Chi, Grandmaster of the Lotus. I got a cool hat, whatever. What the fuck? Anyway, that shit was cheesy as hell. I did not like them, man. Shit, what the fuck? They fight. The fighting in the movie was awesome. Some of it was pointless, you know. Then you got Goro. Goro was in the fucking movie, and they made him out to be a bitch because they wanted to keep Cole Young strong. So Cole Young defeated Goro. I'm like, hey, okay, you bring Goro in the scene out Earth, beat Cole's ass. Then later in the movie, you have Cole Young like think about the beatdown that Goro put on him, and then you kill him at like the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying? I just Raiden was an asshole in this movie. What the fuck? Raiden was a fucking ass. He was cool though. He was like, "You shall not pass," and he built a lightning force field around his goddamn castle to keep out Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung looked weird. He looked like a fucking demon. Like fucking. Don't his black eyes make him look like the Conjuring? I was like, what the fuck? But still, that was kind of creepy when he sucked out Kung Lao's soul. That shit was scary. I was like, ugh. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And then the final battle between Scorpion. Why the Scorpion nigga speaks Japanese and the only English he said was "get over here" at the end? I was like, what the fuck? He only know 4 words in English and all the rest of the words were Japanese. I'll tell you, boy. I mean, I think they set it up this way to make room for the second one. Because, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They teased the arrival of Johnny Cage. We don't know who's going to play Johnny Cage. A lot of people want The Miz. WWE The Miz. Really? No. I think they should get who that fucker that did Deadpool. Hold on. Hey Siri. What actor played Deadpool?
Which one? I found 3.
Okay, I see it. Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds can pull off fucking Johnny Cage. I don't know who's going to play Johnny Cage, but it better be a good actor. You know what I'm saying? I just pulled Ryan Reynolds out my ass because I thought it was funny. But, yeah. Wrestling fans want The Miz. Yeah, it would be cool because, you know, Miz in real life is a movie star, but he's a wrestler. But still. My dog is like growling. What the hell? Anyway, but it is what it is. I wasn't impressed, and that's not me just being boozy. That's just it wasn't good. This movie makes me appreciate what they tried to do back in the 90s, the original Mortal Kombat movies. But really, the bread and butter is the like Scorpion's Legacy, or where that cartoon that came out not too long ago. So if you want some Mortal Kombat, watch the cartoons and watch the play the video games. Mortal Kombat 10, Mortal Kombat 11, which I got beat Mortal Kombat 10 because I play it, then I stop, and then I just bought Mortal Kombat 11, the Ultimate Bundle. You know what I'm saying? I want to play that game. But I don't know. I give it 2 beer shrills out of 5. All right, man. This has been awesome. Good night. Whatever.